Hi everybody, welcome back to 100% Max. So this is your match review for Chelsea versus Newcastle at Stamford Bridge tonight. Of course, ending 2-1 at Chelsea. Now, before we get into that, we're going to look at the Newcastle lineup up on screen now. Obviously, we're lined up in a 5-4-1 formation tonight, and we had a lot of defenders on the bench as well tonight. But in the starting lineup, it was Dubravka in goal with Yedlin at right back, Lascelles, Lejeune and Clark in the centre back roles with Matt Ritchie coming in at left back. Then in the midfield, it was a Jose Perez at right midfield with Isaac Hayden and Longstaff in the middle. And then Christian Atsu at left with Solomon Rondon up front on his own. On the subs bench, of course, it was Woodman, Sterry, Manquillo, Fernandez, Shaw, Murphy and Joselu. Now, if you watch my match preview, you know I wasn't expecting much, going into this game, especially against Chelsea. I just wanted this game over with, and especially with the FA Cup game right after it, and then that most important game against Cardiff. And, because Cardiff got a draw tonight against Huddersfield and Southampton won 2-1 against Leicester, that dropped us down into the relegation zone in the Premier League, which you'll see on the league table a little bit further to the end of the video. But Pedro scored for Chelsea 8 minutes into the game with David Luiz, assisting a massive long ball up the field. Pedro getting on the end of it and clipping it up over the top of Dubravka into the back of the net. Then, Newcastle played really good, like I say, in the first half. We had a lot of really good chances. Chelsea making mistake after mistake. And we got an equaliser thanks to Matt Ritchie's corner. Whipped into the box. Kieran Clark up, headed it into the bottom corner. Past Kepa in goal for Chelsea. And Newcastle were 1-1 heading into half time. Then, of course, the second half started. Newcastle weren't the same spirited side that we were in the first half. And, that showed when, on the 57th minute, Willian had an absolute killer chance to kill off the game, end the game. And he did. He just took the chance and whipped it around the back of Dubravka into the back of the net, from outside the box. And that was 2-1 Chelsea. But even then, saying that, the game wasn't dead there because Newcastle still was fighting. We were still going for it. We still had chances. And there was a penalty call denied on Jose Perez, where Rudiger took him down inside the box. It should have been a penalty in my opinion. But of course, it wasn't given. And then, again, we had another corner, latter end of the match, just before the full-time whistle. And Matt Ritchie just needed to whip this ball in, get somebody tall on it. Lascelles, Solomon Rondon, just anybody tall, just jump up and head it into the back of that net. And, what did he do? He whipped the ball short to Christian Atsu. Atsu flapped around with it for a bit and then fluffed a pass inside the box. And Kavanagh blew the full-time whistle and the game was over. But I'm not going to be downhearted. I'm a little bit annoyed that we couldn't pick up at least a point against Chelsea. But, like I said, this was going to be a tough game against Chelsea. It was never going to be anything other than that. And, the lads performed really well in the first half. Probably should have performed just about the same in the second half. But unfortunately, when you're up against a Chelsea side that has Eden Hazard and N'Golo Kante, and the like, what do you expect? They're not going to be able to go into this game and come away 3-0 winners against a side like that, especially when you've got an owner like Mike Ashley that's absolutely stifling any sort of investment whatsoever into the team and taking every penny that would do accumulate back out, for to go and spend on another one of his retail toys that he likes to buy, like House of Fraser or Debenhams. But, let us know what you think down in the comments below. Like I say, the league table will be up on screen now. Newcastle are 18th in the table, 18 points out of 22 games played. Cardiff are 17th with Southampton in 16th, both on 19 points. So if we pick up the 3-point win against Cardiff in the next game in the Premier League, just after the game against Blackburn in the Cup, then we will go out of the relegation zone once again. But let us know what you thought about tonight's match down in the comments below. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Until next time, I'll see you all later.